Shanti, good morning, and very good morning from the Aberdeen.Hindu temple in Stoke. It's a good thing, first of all, and then take you into a meditation. So, the sign of a yogi really is obviously that they meditate, but they give an atmosphere, they give an expression, they give an understanding of peacefulness, and to take up this aspect of cheerfulness. Cheerfulness is when I've walked up and I've climbed the whole mountain before the summit, and I have that anticipation of reaching the summit, and I have that happiness, I experience that happiness inside myself. Cheerfulness is when I have been studying really hard for an exam, and I'm about to go for the exam, and I feel confident that I will get through the examination. Getting into the last bit of whatever I've done, and I know the outcome is going to be good. So cheerfulness gives me energy, cheerfulness gives me trust, gives me hope, and gives me a lot of forward movement that is actually very, very empowering. And so cheerfulness comes when I actually apply myself day to day, and I work on my meditation, I work on the understanding of myself as a soul, a spiritual being in this body, who has connection, who has yoga with the divine that is supreme, that is our eternal Father, our eternal teacher, leaves us alone. So to stay under that canopy of protection that is provided by the Supreme, I have to do a few things, and by doing these things, I will actually put myself into the position that I can actually be relaxed and experience trust in myself, confidence in myself, that wherever I'm going in my spiritual life, I'm actually successful. And so the divine, my Supreme Father, my Supreme Teacher, my eternal companion, is the one who will always look after me. But in between all the 7.5 billion people that there are, or souls that there are in this world, what is I actually expressed my love to the divine. And so a way of getting close to the divine is through meditation. In meditation, I become a soul, I become incorporeal, I become subtle. My thoughts detach themselves from this world. I actually connect in a very quiet and peaceful way with the divine, and then allow the rest to flow. And I'm nurtured and so that's where spiritual cheerfulness also comes from. Today, I know that we are going through, it's a period of Navratri, and so it's the period of the 9 goddesses. There will be a fast. In actually to go through all of them and what qualities they have. And so if we want to become close to those goddesses, then we need to actually practice these values and these qualities. And if we practice even one every day during those 9 days of Navratri, then will come Amba carries the quality of fulfillment. She gives eternal blessings of peace and happiness to unhappy souls. She fulfills the desires of all hearts. So Amber, fulfillment. Durga, corporeal god Shiva. She uses the divine power to remove all weaknesses. And in fact, she's represented as riding on a lion and having all arms, because Lakshmi is the embodiment of the jewels of knowledge. So it's not physical wealth, but it is spiritual wealth. It's that fulfillment, that fullness, that wealth that I carry inside myself, no matter what my bank account says. She bestows upon all souls to take a day of being like Lakshmi, expressing spiritual knowledge, spiritual values, spiritual qualities in your daily life. Saraswati, she's known as the goddess of knowledge, darkness of ignorance into the light of awareness and realization. So through knowledge, through that music played by the sitar, through that almost that beautiful lullaby, knowledge. Kali is the goddess of fearlessness. Yeah, she's represented as black and big, with a big red tongue protruding from her mouth, and her eyes really opened up and fearless. And Kala portrays fearlessness and courage, and destroys all vices and even be afraid of, we may not like in ourselves. And by doing that, these weaknesses, these negativities move away, because they don't have strength to stay when there is such a courage and such fearlessness. Vishnav Devi radiates to everyone the light of purity, which empowers all ordinary human beings to become full of all virtues and completely viceless divine beings. Vishnu is represented having 4 arms, and it's the dual form of Lakshmi and Narayan. And there are 2 arms raising up to the sky, which means they are connected to God. And 2 arms, Uma. Uma means enthusiasm. Uma Devi fills the hearts and minds of all with hope, with zeal and enthusiasm, eliminating unhappiness and disheartenment. She has that enthusiasm that she pulls away, she moves away. Gayatri brings the auspicious omens. Gayatri Ma is especially remembered in the darkness of sorrow and insecurity to remove the souls experience bliss and joy. Yeah, so Gayatri Ma, it's another form of a mother who gives and who bestows and gives blessings and power. And Santosh, contentment. Santosh Ma is an embodiment of through her own speciality of contentment. And that brings me back to cheerfulness. Cheerfulness is, we will experience cheerfulness when we have experienced when we have experienced that, and we do that through meditation. So let us try to go into meditation and experience these values. Because once we have attained, then we are not feel that we are successful and powerful and courageous, and we feel fulfilled. So now take yourself into a place of peace and become very peaceful inside. Check yourself, your feelings. that all your muscles are relaxed. Take another breath and just let go and relax and release any tensions. Become aware that your soul, a being of light, separate from this body, a being of peace, a being of love, of wisdom, purity, and happiness, a beacon of hope, of safety, of trust. And it is through your own peace and power, it is through your own happiness that you instill happiness, peace, and power in other souls. So feel as if you have achieved this, you have completed this. Nothing is lacking in you. In your meditation, you have become like Amber, which represents fulfillment. Amber, the mother, Amber, the one who fulfills all the desires. Amber Ma, the one who gives without expecting anything back. And connects her thoughts, herself, her soul with the divine, with God Shiva, who is beyond this world in a place of golden red lights and doesn't have a human form, but it's just us who give the message of peace and love. Our heart, take another deep breath and relax even further. Become the one who's courageous and powerful. Become like a Durga, fearless, but courageous. We have all spiritual weapons, and there's nothing for us to fear. With courage, we take hold of all the vices and weaknesses, and they go away. And we receive light and power, and there's nothing we need to fear. And with spirituality, with good wishes, comes also spiritual wealth, which is represented by Lakshmi. Lakshmi is the one who gives, who has plentiful. And so we give spiritual values. We don't need anything. That by bestowing on other souls unlimited wealth of spiritual knowledge, she will get as well. And so she decorates everyone with the virtues. And in fact, she's represented as full of all virtues and beautiful. Saraswati, playing the sitar giving the melody, giving the words of spiritual knowledge, and taking all souls from the darkness of ignorance into the light. God, who takes everyone to the Supreme. And like Kali, be fearless. You're portrayed as fearless and having courage, and destroy all devices and impure motives within. Bring them closer to the Supreme so that they can bathe under Baba's light of power, of lightness, of a positive feeling and goodness. Close to Vishnu, Vishnu that represents purity, represents eternity, represents the connection between Sangam Yuga and Satyuga, the one who connects the worlds to the empowers ordinary humans to become full of all virtues and completely viceless beings, and through that actually attain the highest stage of fulfillment. Enthusiastic, filling the hearts and minds with hope and zeal and enthusiasm, taking away all unlimited. We are responsible for what we're going to experience. So be like Uma, and with enthusiasm change your world. Change the things of unhappiness and sorrow in the world, represented by Gayatri. When there's the darkness of sorrow, we can remove the bad omens, the insecurity, the darkness by our connection with the Supreme. With the Supreme. So the Supreme being in the realm of golden red lights, far away, beyond this material world. And by connecting with the divine, we bring the purity of this divine being into our world. And like magic, truly, we will experience contentment like Santosh. Santoshi Ma, that is the embodiment of contentment, and brings contentment to all the other souls around. Your contented hearts brings health and wealth. So again, where can you find the divine? Take yourself into a peaceful and quiet space inside. Take a nice deep breath. That is positioned in the center of your forehead. Connect with the Supreme. Connect with the divine. With a soul just like you, but who never ever has, and therefore is perfect. Take another deep breath. See your day in front of you. And with the good wishes and with the omens of all the deities and the Supreme. Like magic, see everything to be effortless, fun, and enjoyable. because all the preparation has been done. Everything is ready to happen. And so you are fulfilled and you create fulfillment in others. You have knowledge and wealth that decorates you. You have energy and enthusiasm. You're courageous and fearless. And you experience contentment. No matter what the drama is giving, and no matter what the situations are, but you're content. So, Om Shanti, have a lovely day. Enjoy your day and practice with these spiritual qualities represented by the deities. So, Om Shanti. See you next week. Bye-bye. Om Shanti. Bye-bye.